Hello family, welcome back to our channel today. If it's your very first time that you are tuning here, remember to subscribe and click on the bell so that every time we have something for you, will be the first one to get the first-hand information. Remember, this is your fastest growing political analytical channel, and I'm currently coming live to you from the Nairobi CBD in Kenya. Guys, today we are going to critically continue looking at the looming impeachment of the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Remember, I had shared with you some intels earlier on the plotted impeachment, and today we are going to shed more light on how far this is and the people pushing it and how it has been organized, because it's a well calculated scheme to actually impeach the guy, and it looks like the people behind this, from their quotas, they have got sufficient reasons to remove the guy from office, or to sufficient reasons to prove that the guy is not suitable for that higher office. Remember, a Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya is in the presidency. The presidency includes the president and the office of the deputy president. So the deputy president is a higher office in the Republic of Kenya. And how someone can get out of that office, the constitution stipulates the things of which that can make someone not hold that office anymore or get out of that office, and those terms and conditions are the ones that actually applies for the president. One of them could be death. If you die, you're not continue holding that office, and yeah, that is it. Remember, the president cannot fire a deputy president because they are elected. They are both elected on a joint ticket. So the moment you elect a president, it's like you are confirming to be electing his or her deputy president. So the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, according to the constitution of 2010, he is or she is duly elected just like the president. So there are procedures that one can be removed from office, and the president has less to do on that. So guys, actually, one of them is this impeachment, removed from office by impeachment. We have seen several governors impeached, and several of them tried to be impeached. And this impeachment now is looming for one Honorable Rigathi Gachagua. So the self-proclaimed chief village elder from Madira, things are getting from bad to worst for him. Actually, before the president headed for his working tour to the larger Kisii region, he had a 3-day working tour in Mount Kenya region that saw him postpone the confinement to city status for Eldoret town. So by that time, on 8th of August 2024, the Eldoret city was to be conferred into a city. But the president skipped that and rather concentrating on a 3-day working tour on Mount Kenya that saw him walk here and there with the deputy president and some of the elected leaders across that region. He launched several development projects in that very region that gave him overwhelming votes. And during that time, things seemed to have settled for the impeachment of the deputy president. But immediately the president left, things seems not to be again well, because it's heating up. Because there are two camps from Mount Kenya, one that is allied to the deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, that sees that the mountain is being pressed, and there is another team that's not allied to Rigathi Gachagua that actually says that the guy is not fit for the office. They say this guy is a tribalist. He's not acting to the terms, to the standards of a deputy president. He's acting like a regional leader, or a regional leader only for the mountain, of which should be acting like a national leader for the whole country. That's what this team actually claim. And it seems like the team that is planning to impeach Gachagua is bigger than that is protecting him. That's why they say Gachagua has got just a few MPs who are doing rounds with him, and he's only considering his background of Nyeri, because he's not overstretching to these other regions, because things seems to be cold for him in the mountain. Remember, in the mountain, they have not yet found someone, or the big wig replace Uhuru Kenyatta fully. So I believe maybe there is that war, tug of war, on who should be now the big wig, or the spokesperson, or rather say the kingpin with that region. So Gachagua has not actually established ways to actually fit into that shoe well. That's why he cannot fully command a national accord command, because even in his backyard he's facing some repulsion from the majority of the MPs. So guys, going in that, I can say that this far the motion is up, and the chief planner, the chief everything is against that. The person is mobilizing and putting them together actually is the member of parliament for Laikipia East, the Honorable Mwangi Kinjuri. Remember, the Honorable Mwangi Kinjuri was a minister in the previous government of Uhuru Kenyatta, and is a key figure in Kenya Kwanza government, because he's a co-principal. By the virtue of being the party leader of the service party TSP, he's a key principal in that Kenya Kwanza setting, depending to their agreement in 2022 towards the election. So he's a principal, and he also is commanding a given voice, or is getting a support of a given voice of some UDA members. So this guy was organizing that. Recently, the Gachagua-led troop, whose mouthpiece is whom I can call the chief political tribalist of our time, the war monger, Mwalimu Mutai Kahiga, who's unfortunately the current governor of Nyeri, who's trying to make things seems like the mountain inafinyiliwa chini, because they don't have all the posts they need. They wanted a bigger cake than the ones that have been given. It announced earlier on that they'll be meeting in Nyeri, the group allied to Gachagua. And the group allied to Gachagua, the elected member of parliament who are allied to Gachagua are very few, by the way, very few from the mountain, sorry to say. These other people are those who lost people like Ndindi, people like the former MP for East Nakuru East, the former member of parliament for Bahati, is it Kimani? Kimani. So you see, these guys, for example, if a motion is tabled in parliament, these guys will not defend the guy because they don't have votes there. Very few of them are there, around 4-5 peke yao ndio wako na support. So 4-5 votes, if and you attract maybe 10 from the other sympathizers, you have 15 votes, and there are so many other voters there. So they had announced they will meet, those allied to Gachagua will meet in Nyeri. And to counter that, immediately the president left the mountain for the 3 days tour. Mwangi Kinjuri announced that they will be meeting either in Nakuru or Mombasa. They will announce the dates later on. And the person who has now been chosen, or who's going to move the motion in parliament, is the Nyandarua women representative, Honorable Faith Itau, will be the motion mover. And seconded by another person from Mount Kenya East, a Meru or an Embu or Embu MP. So you see, these guys are well calculated. So the majority of the mountain MPs don't want Rigathi, they want to impeach him. And truth be told, if this motion is brought to parliament and the Mount Kenya MPs are, majority of them don't support Gachagua, his chances of survival will be less. Because if you are fought from being the kingpin of the region, and at the top level, actually there are those who are fighting, because these other communities want to see one of their own at the top. Remember, those from the western, that's the Luya community, the Luo community, and the Abagus community will not support Gachagua actually. They will not support Gachagua, truth be told, because they want also one of their own to take a strategic position and inherit President William Ruto. So if the Mount Kenya brings that motion, those other communities will support those who want to impeach Gachagua, to also to pave their way into the top seat. Remember that. So these guys want to impeach Gachagua from Mount Kenya, want to replace him with the young Ndindi Nyoro, who seems to argue the facts, who seems to be a leader, who seems to be development oriented. Because I'm told, after voting yes to the then 2024 financial bill, he went to his backyard and was celebrated. But the rest, people like Kimani Kuria, blah blah, and Ichungwa, they were threatened, but him was celebrated because he's doing developments, and he explained to his people, you want that bill passed for him to get money to continue doing more and more development. And remember, when the president was touring the Mount Kenya region, when Ndindi was given a chance to speak, he could speak with the facts, like we have put aside this and this billions for what teachers, for this and development. He's speaking with the facts, like the leader or the deputy president for that matter. So it's like, again, this guy has been in the leadership classes for William Ruto, and it's like William Ruto is grooming this guy, something that Gachagua does not know. So the upper hand falls for Moranga people, that is this MP for Kiharu, that is Ndindi, Nyoro. So they want to replace Gachagua with Ndindi, Nyoro, who seems to be outgoing and have a national appeal, like anapendeka or anapendeza than Gachagua. And is in his speech, how he represents himself, they say that he's better than Gachagua, because sometimes they say Gachagua has got that slip of tongue. So the motion is on, and it can be tabled anytime, and these guys will retreat to Nakuru or Mombasa, of which I'll be giving you back the information in due soon, and to be presented on the floor house as proposed by the member of parliament for Nyandarua, that is Nyandarua County, the woman rep, that is Faith Gitau, who sits at the National Assembly, and will be seconded with many others, of which we shall be knowing this development in due course. So Geoffrey Rigathi Gachagua things are getting from bad to worse. Let's see, will it turn out good for him, or will it continue to be worsening for him? Thank you guys for coming once again. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Bye bye. See you next time for another hot seat like this.